Hi, welcome back to Nick Toy World. Today I would like to go over the two most powerful weapon in Marvel movie, and this is the Mjolnir and the Stormbreaker. Here the warning: there will be some spoiler in this particular review. If you haven't watched Avengers Endgame yet, here the warning. So just the warning. Alright, so let's jump right to it. Here I have two, one, this is an axe, the Stormbreaker, and this is the Thor hammer, Mjolnir. It's difficult to pronounce this, but it's these two made of resin, and it's not plastic, so it's pretty, you can feel this is resin, and then this is also resin. This particular axe right here, the Stormbreaker, is not a 1-to-1 scale. I believe it's like 1.5 scale, because in the movie this particular axe is a lot bigger than this. This one is like the smaller scale of that. So let me go over this particular axe or Stormbreaker. This also made out of resin. The whole thing is out of resin, and the detail and the painting on this one is pretty good. And it almost feel like this is solid and pretty heavy axe. You can see here they actually kind of make it look like wood and wrap around the axe. If you've seen the Avenger Infinity War at the end, near the end, where Thor got the hammer, and Groot actually used one of his arm and create this handle. Okay, if look at very closely, it's also made out of resin. The whole piece is resin. They just paint and try to make it look like wood, and the detail in here is really excellent and heavy. The one bad thing about it is it's not a full scale. It's just like 1/2. I think it's half size, and there is a version that they claim to be 1-to-1, but it's about like 105 centimeter long. I'm not sure that even a full scale, because in the movie that act looked pretty big. So I mean, you just have to. So the biggest one I have seen that create or make of resin is the 105 centimeter, and you can buy them from eBay or some of the Chinese like AliExpress. But this particular one is only half scale, and even with a half size, it still look pretty big. Okay, on this side, in the Avenger Endgame, Thor actually used both weapons and to fight Thanos. So, and he actually used them on both hands. One hand is the Thor, the hammer. On the other hand is the axe. So let's go over this one, Thor hammer, Mjolnir. This resin, and it actually kind of empty inside. It's hollow inside. The handle feel pretty sturdy. The bottom here, there's some design, and actually this is actually leather trap, and feel pretty solid. They wrap around some kind of fake leather, and it feel pretty good in the hand. And this hammer is actually pretty heavy as well. I see a design here, look pretty solid. And it's a pretty simple design, right? Because you see in the movie, it's not a whole lot to it. It's just a hammer, and Thor used the hammer. He actually get the hammer when he went back in time. He traveled back to the past, and actually got the hammer and bring them to the future. And that's where he got both hammer and Stormbreaker with him. But at the end of the movie, he actually returned the hammer back to that timeline. Otherwise, Thor in that timeline, he was looking for the hammer. So here, and then at some point, Captain America was able to pick it up that hammer and fight along with Thor. So these two hammer, I mean the hammer and the axe, it's one of the, you know, they create lightning and when it's very powerful. This one actually can summon the Bifrost, that you can travel from one place to another, and you don't need the actual Bifrost, because the Bifrost actually get destroyed at the end of Thor Ragnarok. So, all right. So here it is the two weapon. It resin and pretty heavy. I feel like the Stormbreaker is a lot heavier compared to the hammer, even though they are both made of resin. And yeah, this thing look more solid. The other one more hollow. The handle, I feel like this is completely full piece. It's solid, kind of good weight. All right. So I'm gonna put them on the table, and then I'm gonna have some closer shot for you to see what these hammer, Thor hammer, Mjolnir and Stormbreaker. All right. So here the hammer again in the close shot. Actually, this is an axe. This is a Stormbreaker, and the Thor hammer in the background. Alright guys, so that's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you like the channel, please subscribe and check out my other video for more video. Thank you. Bye bye.